Hello and welcome to the Warcraft 3 audio commentary. This is game 2 for a WEL best of 3 between Cash, spawning in as the yellow orc down in the lower left part of the map, and he's going to be going up against HLA, spawning in as the blue undead in the upper right. I'm joined today by my co-caster Bidoux. Hello.
Hey man, what's going on?
Just casting some games. It's game 2. If you didn't see game 1, you probably did see game 1 because you were there, so.
I was definitely there, yeah.
Definitely saw game 1.
Yep, and HLA is opening up with a Ted Fiends.
Which is a very, very good.
It's a very very.
I was trying to get the word out. I'm trying to think of the name of this map actually. I don't think it might be Crystal Kingdoms. I don't know if
it is Crystal Kingdom.
Oh, okay, yeah, Crystal Kingdoms. That's a map, and it's actually nice to go ahead and open up.
I think
Ted
it's Crystal
Fiends.
Kingdom.
Yeah, it's hard to remember the names of all these maps.
It really is. Someone's gonna correct us anyway, and you know. So we're not too worried about that.
Yeah, not super
concerned. I
concerned.
do want to go over the league, the tournament, because I don't think I did in game 1.
WEL?
WEL. It's a pretty nice tournament. It's open to everyone, which I like. These are obvious. This is actually the qualifiers for the European/Korean/USA players. I really like it. It's funded by or organized by Yumiko, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's his league, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I think that's really cool that players are helping other players and providing games. And
if I remember correctly, Yumiko also helped fund, I believe, about a year ago, maybe? No, it wasn't a year ago. It was about 5 months ago. There was another little Korean league, just for the love of Warcraft 3. I can't remember quite the name of it though.
Might be AWL.
Was it? I don't remember.
I don't think that was organized by Yumiko though.
I don't know if Yumiko organized it, but I know he was helping out with like the money.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, he's a really great guy.
He really is. That's awesome. I'm not really sure about this map. This is the first time I've casted, observed, if you will, never played on it. Not really sure what the norm is for this map. We see Kashi creeping out the campfire with a renegade wizard right now. It's going to provide him a lot of experience, and the Death Knight is coming in. I'm not sure if any of these players have actually practiced this. I'm not sure if HLA is going to know that this is. Yep, he's probably going to see it right now, and he's going to see that the orc player is right there. But he's probably going to do some harassment, if you will. But yeah. Do you know of the?
Well,
norms?
I mean, I would say it looks to me like HLA is probably, he's got a place where he's got the scout acolyte patrolling, and he went Ted Fiends and he came straight on over and he was able to find where that Blade Master was. I would assume there's some kind of metagame going on here, because this is a pretty big map. I mean, and there's a lot of places that it could have potentially been, and of course you can see that scout acolyte giving a little bit more information than might meet the eye. There's a green camp right here that could have been the first choice for that Blade Master, or it could have been over here where he actually did creep. I can't quite find that location, or even down to the south of the orc player's base. As you can see, there's 2 creeps down there, as well as an orange camp. Well, actually, there's like 3 pretty accessible orange camps as well. So you really need to have that scouting information, and HLA was able to go ahead and get that basically by having that good scout acolyte as well as the Death Knight location.
And I don't think HLA does have experience on this map, obviously saying this feels like playing the campaign, and Kashi agreeing. I think both these players are really new, and we're seeing HLA being a little hesitant on where to go with his Death Knight. He's not really providing that much of harassment, and he's rallied his Fiend inside his base, so he doesn't really want to bring that Fiend in to do some more damage. I'm not really sure what we're watching. We're watching kind of like 2 players just grab experience from each other doing what they're doing.
Yeah, it's absolutely possible that they have never played this map either. I have no idea. But again, HLA is doing, I think, a good job on it, even if he, especially if he never has, because he is getting a lot of very good information. And I think that HLA is doing just fine. And right now, Cash is. Well, I have no idea what Cash is doing, because he could be creeping, but he's not creeping. He's actually just sitting here kind of right-clicking this Death Knight. That could be the case, because he does seem disoriented right now. I'm not sure. This isn't normally what you would see versus Ted Fiends. Normally you would see the Blade Master running away, going ahead and doing something, not really getting caught by a blade or by the Death Knight. If your grunt is caught, you just run him and keep him in your base. Not really an issue, and then go creep something. And it looks like he's finally going to go ahead and do that, although he can't really creep this gold mine, or this shop. As you can see, it's a level 6 guy. It's kind of scary.
Pretty strong. That's actually really unfortunate for the orc player. Usually they try to creep out that shop, grab an item, but from that level 6, what was that, a Furbolg?
Yeah, that's a Furbolg tracker, right? Yeah, it is.
That's pretty strong. I don't think he'll be able to snipe that right away at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, 950 life with 2 armor, and we're actually seeing this grunt taking a lot of damage. He's within the range of dying to 2 coils, under 200 life, and there are 2 coils available right now. Well, not quite, but almost basically. If he chases him down, he could get a second coil off pretty easily. So the question is, will he be able to kill that? Looks like a healing salve going off, so he might not be able to. Really nice play right there from Cash, just getting that micro done. Of course, he's still having these 3 skeletons chase that grunt, but he's going and turning around, trying to do some damage to that Death Knight, as that grunt clearly is going to outrun these skeletons.
Yep, the Orc player, Cash, making a Shadow Hunter, and in return, HLA making a Lich, and just making some more Fiends behind this. He might be making a Slaughterhouse, or he might tech right away to tier 3, and then make the Slaughterhouse after. I'm not sure what we're going to see out of the
actually seeing
player.
double Bestiary from Cash as well, which is a bit of an odd choice with Shadow Hunter second. You normally wouldn't see that. I'm not really sure what that's indicating, and of course we're going to see HLA going for the tower push once again, which is, you can definitely do that with the level 1 Death Knight. Generally, obviously, if you can get to level 3 or pretty close to level 3, it's nice, but in this case, you know, the Blade Master's still level 1, so no critical strikes are going to be coming out. The only thing you have to worry about coming out from that Blade Master is the occasional Windwalk backstab damage. We're going to go ahead and see that Blade Master getting surrounded, forcing him to use a Windwalk, which is going to start draining on his mana. And will he go ahead and pop out and try to do some damage to these skeletons, or will he just run by? Because he's definitely going to want to put up a defense to this.
And I wonder if Cash is going to make Wyverns out of this instead of Raiders. Because he can't rely on Spirit Walkers because he doesn't have that Spirit Lodge. He has double Beast Ray, and there we go, Wind Rider's coming out. So as long as he can keep the Orc player, or the Undead player, sorry, out here and not tower rushing him.
Nice surround on that Grunt.
Really nice surround on that Grunt. There's really no defense for these Wind Riders that are coming out. That Grunt, yeah, that was a really nice pick off by that Grunt. And HLA is going to make his way back down to the Orc base, and that Acolyte's kind of just chilling there. I wonder if these Wyverns could actually snipe that Acolyte before it actually puts down anything. That's probably not going to happen, as the Ziggurats are going to go down. And the shop is going to be taken out. Not what the Orc player wants, and he's so out of position at his base. This could do some damage, but that Wyvern is out now, and I wonder what it is going to target down.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, here comes Web being researched right now. This is looking really incredibly good for HLA. The Wind Riders, they're not really going to do a lot at all. As you can see, they just don't do a lot of damage by themselves, especially versus these Fiends that have Frost Armor. And once they get webbed, they're just going to get picked off, especially because these ghouls do a lot of damage to them. As you can see, they do have... basically no armor at all, so it's kind of nice. And we're just gonna go ahead and see this fight going underway. It looks like HLA, he's gonna lose a Fiend, maybe lose another Fiend here. Having a little bit of difficulties here, just because he doesn't have that level 3 Death Knight. But with these Frost Armors, I mean, we're still seeing that not a lot of DPS coming out of Cash. We're gonna go ahead and see one of those Wind Riders go down. The second Wind Rider is certainly gonna go down, and if a Wind Rider gets ensnared, or I'm sorry, webbed in this position, he's generally gonna die. Almost getting away that time, not going to be able to quite get out, unfortunately for him, but it looks like both of those Wind Riders are going to go down. Of course, a couple ghouls are dying as well, but we already have a Spirit Tower, or 2 Spirit Towers going up right now. In fact, not going to see a Nerubian Tower. You don't really need it as much when you have all these Frost Armors, so it's kind of one of those sorts of situations where you might as well get as much damage as possible, and we're definitely going to see a lot of damage coming out of 2 Spirit Towers.
Yep, and that Frost Armor really paying off in this fight. Obviously, the Orc player does not have any... Wow, he canceled both those Wyverns, and he's going to be pumping Raiders now. But is it too late? There's already 2 towers. Fiends are marching in, and it just seems like there's way too much for the Undead player right now, and I don't see how the Orc can get a position to take this down. It's going to take a lot of patience.
Yeah, and I mean, it definitely... I kind of question if he really should have went with the Wind Riders. It wasn't... You know, maybe it could have worked because there was only a level 1 Death Knight. Maybe.
I think he had a timing.
But it was,
yeah.
I don't think he should have taken the fight. Well, I guess he had to take the fight because of the towers. I don't know. I think the Wind Riders were just not a good idea at all. I think if he had played standard with the Bestiary Spirit Lodge, he probably could have defended this. Or maybe if he hadn't lost his shop, maybe he could have defended this. A lot of little things that worked out.
Oh, okay, well, GG.
Good game, yeah.
He thought he was going to try to have a ditch effort to kill a hero or something. No.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call GG. It's really all he could do.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of hope there at that point. Two Spirit Towers up. I still don't think he had a shop up at that point. It wasn't, I mean, it just wasn't good for him.
Yeah, and that map was Death Road 1.2. For
Road.
Game 2, yeah.
So next map is Crystal Kingdom.
Unorthodox map. Yeah, and that was a Game 2 of our best of 3. We're going to jump into Game 3, which you can find on the annotation.
Yes, there will be an annotation right here. You just click that, and that'll take you to Game 3 when it's up. I hope to see you guys there, and we'll see you soon.